Hi children, good morning. How are you? Yes, you all are fine and safe. Okay children, 4th class students, social. It is 7th lesson, natural resources, about soil. In the previous class we learnt about the forest. Yes, okay. What makes a forest grow? Why do some forests have very tall trees and other forests have very short trees? Tall and yes. Like there are different kinds of forests. Okay, there are different kinds of soils. There are different kinds of forest, and as like that only, that there are different kinds of soil. The type of trees in the forest depends on the kind of soil found there. Means the type of trees in the forest depends on the kind of soil found there. For example, children, for example, I am telling you, in one state, they can grow only the rice. Yes, and in another state, they can grow the groundnut, the every grains. But the soil is different here. The soil is different. It can only grow such type of grains, only that crops and here. Okay, it differs about the soil. Okay, there are many reasons why soil varies in different parts of the country. There are many reasons, yes. What causes the different types of forest to grow in different places? What children? Yes, it is the different type of soil. Okay. Okay, children. We have learned that the forests are one of the key natural resource. Means forests are one of the key natural resources. Yes, and another very important natural resource is soil. First one we learned in the previous class about the forests. Yes, and the another very important natural resource is soil. Okay, and it is important for life on the earth. On the earth, the soil is the upper layer of the earth. It is the upper layer of the earth. Yes, the soil, and which plants grow. It is the upper layer of the earth, and which the plants grow. Yes, under it is the roots. On this soil, the plants grow. Yes, and it is a mixture of various materials such as humus and clay and rock particles. Yes, soil can be used for the following. For what? Soil can used for the farming. Yes, to making bricks, to making pots. Yeah, and the layers of the soil. Soil is made up of many layers. It is made up of many layers. First one is, what it is children? It is topsoil. It is the topsoil. Topsoil, yes, and it is subsoil. Yeah. Here you see this children. This is what it is. Trees, the crops are grown. This is what the topsoil, and this is the subsoil, and broken down. What it is? Fragments. Yes, and it is a parent rock. The rock means topsoil means made up of a vegetation and in rich in humus. Means it is the upper layer. It is a it is subsoil. Subsoil means made up of clay, sand, silt and mineral. This is the second layer. Yes, and the broken down fragment means made up of rock fragments, little clay and minerals. It is rock of fragments. Fragments. Yes. And little clay and minerals. It is the parent rock. The next layer is the parent rock. rocks that break down to form soil. The rocks that break down, these rocks. Yes, these are the layers of the soil. These are the layers of the soil. Okay, and the next one. What it is, children? The types of soil in India. The types of soil in India. There are 6 types of soils. There are 6 types of soils found in India. Okay, and the first one, where are they found and which type it is? Okay, yes, children, say in the book, it is the mountain soil. Yes, alluvial soil, laterite soil, sandy desert or arid soil, red soil and black soil. First one we will see about the mountain soil. Mountain soil, where we find is hilly and mountainous areas. Here hilly and mountainous areas. And what we can grow there? What type of crops we can grow? Yes, spices and apples. Spices and apples. Yes. And the next one, alluvial. Yes, it is in the northern plain. In the northern plain. And we can grow there rice and wheat. Rice and wheat. Alluvial soil. Laterite soil. Areas where there is heavy rainfall. Areas where there is heavy rainfall. Tea and coffee. Tea and coffee. And sandy and desert or arid soil. It is in western desert. Gram and milt. Gram and milt. And the next one is red soil. Large part of the peninsular plateau. Large part of the peninsular plateau. It's a groundnut. And next one is black soil. Black soil, parts of the peninsular plateau. Cotton and sugarcane. It is cotton and sugarcane. You can see here, children, in the map, major soil types. Here you can see here the mountain soil, the type of color where it is in this shade. You can find out in that area we can grow we can find this type of soil. Yes, when you read the lesson, children, you have to see this. You can remember very nicely. Yes. Next one, soil erosion. What it is? We learned how important soil is for plant and animal life. So we need to protect our soil from soil erosion. Yes, soil erosion is the washing by water or blowing away by wind of the topsoil on the surface of the earth. This surface of the earth, the soil, when it is washed away. Yes, soil erosion is washed away or blowing away, and the topsoil of the, we need to protect the soil. Yes. How can we preserve and protect soil? How? Yes. Plant more trees. This is especially helpful in places where there is soil is exposed to wind and flowing water. Planting trees creates a speed breaker in the path of fast blowing winds across flat lands. These plants and trees can stop the wind from carrying the soil away. First one is how to preserve, means first plant the, yes, you have to plant more trees, and by this it will be it's like a speed breaker for the blowing winds, that is that which cannot take away the soil. Stop cutting trees. Trees and plants keep soil in place when water flows stiffly. The soil gets caught in the roots of the bushes rather than being washed away. Means the cutting trees and plants, trees and plants keep soil in place when water flows stiffly. the soil gets caught in the roads and bushes. Means first one is to stop cutting trees. Yes. And first, why should we preserve and protect soil? Yes. Why? Means microorganisms of different types live in soil. Each microorganism helps plants and other living things in its own special way. Yes. And the next point, it is the soil stores gases like carbon dioxide, okay, during soil erosion. These gases are related into the air. These gases are related into the air. These gases are often harmful to the living things. Which one? Which the soil stores gases like carbon dioxide. During soil erosion, these gases are released into the air. These gases are often harmful to living things. Some gases such as nitrogen also helps plants to grow well. These need to be present in the soil. Soil, especially is a topsoil, is an important natural source. The topsoil is an important natural source. Yes. When the topsoil is carried away, it affects its crops. Crops do not grow well in that area where the topsoil is lost. Where the topsoil is lost. If the topsoil is not being correct there, means the crops cannot grow. It affects the crops. It can take approximately 100 years to form 1 inch of soil, and this means that once topsoil is eroded, it cannot be replaced quickly. When the topsoil is removed, means it's went away, means it is taken away from this thing, the wind and all, the water. It takes nearly 100 years to form this soil. Yes. And children, make a map. Yes, to show the following, the things people get directly from the soil, occupation which depend on soil. Yes. Amazing fact, children, there are more than 7 billion people on the entire earth. If in any handful of earth, there can be up 50 billion microorganisms. This means that there can be more microorganisms in a few handfuls of earth than people on earth. Yes, okay children, read the lesson today itself. You can understand very nicely. Yes, don't waste your time. Read properly children. Okay children.